The holidays can be a fun and festive time, but can also pose lots of potential threats to pets. Coming up on Polk Place, we'll discuss ways you can keep your furry family members safe this season and avoid an expensive trip to the emergency vet. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Lauren Lingell, and with me I have Jessica Lawson, the Director of Marketing for the SPCA, and Randa Richter, the Volunteer Manager for the SPCA. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And our rambunctious guest joining us.
Who do we have here?
This is Ralphie, who is in play mode for some reason. He's normally much more calm, but he is very excited to be on TV, I think.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have all of you here. So today we're going to be talking about things that we can do to better ensure the safety of our furry family. Where should we start?
Well, I would say probably Thanksgiving is our first, major holiday coming up that poses a lot of risk. Everything from turkey bones and even just, you think, oh, but they're my fur family member. I want to give them a little bit of turkey, and then that turns into a lot, and then you have upset stomach. So, don't indulge your pets during the holidays. The other thing is because a lot of times there's visitors coming in and out of the home. So the doorbell ringing, that can scare a lot of animals. It's always a good time of year to remember to microchip your pets if they're not already, or to call and make sure that the updated contact information is linked to their microchip account.
Is that because of so many people coming in and out, they might slip out the door?
Right, exactly. We generally encourage people to keep their pets in a quiet, calm room with fresh water, maybe away from the activities. The other thing to consider when guests are in your house is a lot of times, the rules for your pets may not be the rules that they practice. So, make sure that if the pets do get out, they know not to feed them, and don't share your alcohol because that can upset their stomach as well.
Yes, and I know that sometimes what goes in may have looked pretty, but what comes out is not so pretty.
That's right.
Or it might not even come out,
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
when you have to go see the doctor.
Emergency vet visits are no fun, especially around the holidays. God bless you.
Well, that is something that we definitely want to keep in mind. So Thanksgiving, those are good rules. The holiday season, Christmas, Christmas is another big one. So any different information there?
Well, there's lots of sweet treats, and chocolate is wonderful, but just not for our felines and canine friends. And then tinsel and garland, they're fun to play with, but once they're ingested, you would have to probably go see your vet because it doesn't easily come out either. So it's sparkly and it's fun and it moves, but probably not the best thing for your pets to play with.
So really mindful of what we're putting on Christmas trees and things like that.
Right. Even the Christmas tree in itself, that was one of the learning curves when I first got a cat, was that they like to scale the trees. And all of a sudden your tree may be doing this number. So just making sure that you're aware. And then also the water that sits in the base of the, especially real Christmas trees, can be toxic to the dogs and cats. So make sure that they're not, that it's covered so that they're not drinking it.
So what do you do to either deter cats from climbing in the trees, or I guess restabilize the tree to make sure it doesn't fall over with your cat in it? Any suggestion there?
We had a wall anchor designed so that the tree literally stayed very close to the wall, so even if the cat was scaling it, it didn't topple over. And then just building some kind of protective base around the water.
Right.
Okay. What else? What else do we need to look out for?
A lot of times there's lights, decorative lights, candles. People like to put candles out, so make sure that the puppies aren't chewing on that. Cats aren't playing with flickering lights. Can be very interesting, but next thing you know, you have a burnt paw.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to like a Griswold family Christmas.
Exactly.
And we definitely don't want our furry friends to have to
Light up themselves.
light up themselves at all.
Right.
Or make an entrance on the family dinner table.
Right.
Right,
Exactly.
So we've got to look out for what we're feeding our pets. We've got to look out for decorations, what they play with. We also have to look out for making sure they're hydrated, because in the
Yes.
craziness of
In a
everything,
safe area.
we might forget to take care of them, because you've got, you know, like you said, millions of people running
In
around
and
your
out.
house,
Right.
not like normal. Any special instructions for cats versus dogs? Anything we need to look out for?
There's also a lot of times people like to decorate with plants, so lilies,
Poinsettias, I know.
poinsettias
Poinsettias.
are another one. Even like the garland sometimes can have holly in it, which is also toxic to the animals. So a lot of times it's better to, and much like the tree as well, to opt for an artificial plant and tree, just because it can be, you know, it's less of a risk to your pets. The other thing is just being aware of what presents are underneath the tree too, because if they start to unwrap them, you know, if you've wrapped chocolate, like Randa mentioned, that can be dangerous, or even if it's anything that has small pieces that they could ingest, you want to be very careful of that. Tin foil, you know, we use it baking both at Thanksgiving and at Christmas, and tin foil actually doesn't show up in x-rays. So that can be something, you know, a lot of times if it has like turkey on it, they're licking, and then it's gone, and that's exploratory surgery. So just to be mindful of what your pets, even if you put it in the trash can, you know, they're garbage diggers.
So we want to try to keep everybody safe.
Right.
So one of the other great things about the holidays is this is an excellent time to look into adopting a pet that you spent a while planning to have.
That's right, exactly.
Tell us how one goes about doing that, or how that process looks, and is it crazy for you guys at the holidays? I'm sorry, one of our guests is trying to escape.
Falling off. Are you falling?
It is a very busy time for us, and we do always caution people, you know, we're not against pets as gifts, but we want to make sure, like you mentioned, that it's a well thought out, planned gift for someone, because it is a lifetime commitment, and that's what we really try to vet our adopters to make sure that they understand, you know, if they're adopting a puppy for their children, who's ultimately going to be walking the puppy and crate training the puppy and cleaning up after the puppy. The holidays do provide a nice time to get an animal, because a lot of times people are home for a longer period, so they have time to, you know, adjust the dog or cat to their environment. But at the same time, if you're planning a lot of parties or if you're going to be out of town, it might not be the best time to add an animal to the family. And the other thing is, you know, a lot of times people treat their animals. They'll buy them chew toys or play items. Right. So just make sure that you watch them. That's a general rule anyways, so that they're not ingesting stuffing or, you know, tearing apart a toy and then eating the jingle ball out of it. So.
Oh yeah, or the little squeaker.
Yes, exactly.
I've known dogs that'll rip out that squeaker like it's its heart. Once the squeaker's impaired.
I killed it, look.
it's done.
The toy is done.
And actually we have gift certificates. If people are looking to get an animal as a gift, we would suggest that they purchase a gift certificate and then give the certificate to the recipient, and then they can come choose their pet.
And you also, when they're choosing their pet, they can spend some time with that animal in one of your play areas, right?
Right. We always require, and that's why it's better that the actual person who's going to be getting the animal is there, just because we do require visits, especially if you have another dog, if you have children, even if you have grandkids that come and stay, or nieces or nephews that are at your house regularly, we ask if possible for them to do a visit with the animal as well, just to make sure everybody is meshing. Again, you know, we're trying to make lifelong commitments, so.
I got it.
He's really rambunctious today. I've never seen
not him.
No, this is like out of character with him.
I think he must know it's his last chance to act up before he gets adopted.
Yeah, this is so not him.
So rambunctious right now.
So right now at the shelter, tell me, have we got puppies? Have we got all sorts of dogs and things like that?
We have animals, every day it's a different set of animals. So either between owner surrenders or us going to animal control to look for cats and dogs. Every day is a different. So if you don't see what you're looking for one day, we highly suggest to come in the next day, because it might be a different, kitty or dog in that location.
Is it just dogs and cats?
It is, yes.
Our website is real time, so if you ever want to preview all of the animals, as soon as they're available, they're on the website, and as soon as they get adopted, they'll be removed for the website. So that's a really great way. And then also social media, we'll try to highlight some new animals that come in, especially when we transfer in. Like Ralphie is a transfer from Polk County Animal Control, so we try to highlight those partnerships that we do. Huh? You are just so out of character today. Yes, you are.
Okay, so back to our list of precautions to take. We've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas, New Year's Eve. That's another one. What do we need to look out for then? Because I know a lot of folks are out and about partying.
Absolutely. I would suggest to people to treat it like July 4th. There's lots of noise and fireworks mostly, so if your cat or your dog are scared of those loud noises, treat it like July 4th and put them in a secure area where they feel comfortable until you get home.
In addition to sort of putting them in a safe room by themselves and sort of things, what are some of the tricks of the trade that we can do as pet owners to kind of keep them from, or to put them more at ease during fireworks?
Okay. We recommend leaving on a TV or a radio just so there's background noise, and making sure that they're in a room that they couldn't potentially escape. Sliding glass doors, windows they could easily crash out of depending on how scared they get. So definitely make sure that they're in a safe, secure location. Again, fresh water. If the dog suffers or the cat from severe anxiety, we recommend consulting a veterinarian to get some medication to kind of help put them a little bit more at ease before all the big fireworks begin, because those medications do take a while, so you don't want to wait until 8, 9 o'clock. Most vets aren't open anyways. You have to administer those things in advance.
All right, well, just some things to keep in mind, and I think that they'll be extremely helpful to some of our pet owners and potential adoptive parents. So I'd like to thank you for your time and coming to talk with us and share everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. While holidays bring good times and cheer for many, they also bring a unique set of circumstances for companion animals. As a pet owner, you should keep in mind the dangers of decorations, fireworks, food hazards, safe ways to celebrate, and holiday stress with animals. Most importantly is during adopting animals during the holidays, remember millions of homeless animals wait for a home each year. But be ready, give the gift of life this year, and choose to adopt and provide an animal with a forever home. For more information on holiday prep and pets, give SPCA Florida a call at 863-646-7722 or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.org.